6 Arsenal players out of international duty.
Brazil defender Gabriel Magalhães has become the latest player from title-chasing Arsenal to withdraw from international duty with injury. 6 of the Arsenal first-team squad have now pulled out or been determined to be unavailable to represent their country in the international window that begins this week. The Brazil Football Federation (CBF) said that Gabriel will miss the friendlies against France and Croatia, which will take place in the United States, because of pain in his right knee. The CBF says that imaging tests confirmed the 28-year-old's injury. Gabriel played the full 90 minutes as Arsenal lost 2-0 to Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. His fellow Arsenal centre-back William Saliba has withdrawn from the France squad, with Les Bleus also travelling to the US for their friendly matches against Brazil and Colombia. England midfielder Eberechiez was called up to Thomas Tuchel's 35-man squad for friendlies against Uruguay and Japan, but withdrew with a calf problem. He suffered that blow in Arsenal's 2-0 victory over Bayer Leverkusen in their Champions League last 16 second leg, and missed the Wembley defeat on Sunday. Arsenal teammate Ben White has since been called up by Tuchel to fortify the England squad. Gunners manager Mikel Arteta has confirmed the club are waiting for us to undergo another scan to find out the severity of his injury. Arsenal winger Leandro Trossard is out of the Belgium squad for their matches against the USA and Mexico because of an injury issue. Club captain Martin Odegaard was already ruled out of Norway duty because of a knee injury, while Dutch defender Jurrien Timber is also out of action at the moment. Arsenal are competing to win their first Premier League title for 22 years and lead second-place Manchester City, who have a game in hand, by 9 points. They are next in action when they take on Southampton in the FA Cup quarter-finals on April 4th, before they play the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final against Sporting on April 7th. The Gunners resume their league campaign on April 11th when they play Bournemouth at Emirates Stadium. William Saliba, Gabriel, Leandro Trossard and Jurrien Timber have all withdrawn from their respective national squads during the upcoming international break. Following the news that Ben White has replaced Eberechiez in the England squad for their upcoming friendlies against Uruguay and Japan, the quartet have also been ruled out of representing their countries over the next fortnight due to physical issues. Central defensive partners William and Gabriel were set to face off as France and Brazil meet in friendly action in Boston on Thursday, before Les Bleus tackle Colombia in Washington the following Sunday. The Selecao, including Gabriel Martinelli, will head to Orlando for a game against Croatia the same day. Leandro's Belgium, meanwhile, also crossing the Atlantic for a game against the USA in Atlanta on Saturday, before facing another World Cup host in Mexico in Chicago on Wednesday, March 31st. Jurrien has also been replaced by Sunderland defender Lutschorl Geertruida in the Netherlands squad for their pre-World Cup friendlies against Norway and Ecuador, having been forced off against Everton and missing our last 2 matches. The 4 players, along with Eber, will instead remain at the club during the international break to continue their treatments. Manchester City have beaten Arsenal 2-0 in the 2025-26 Carabao Cup final at Wembley. Nico O'Reilly scored 2 goals in quick succession in the second half to decide Sunday's showpiece fixture between the Premier League title rivals. Kepa Arrizabalaga made a big error for the first of those, leading to inevitable major scrutiny on Mikel Arteta's gamble to start him over usual number 1 David Raya. Arsenal's dreams of an unprecedented trophy quadruple this season are now over, with a new injury concern over Eberechiez to make matters worse. City will hope to have dealt them a sizable psychological blow for the top-flight run-in, with Arteta's side, who have a 9-point advantage at the summit with 7 games to go, having played a match more, still having to visit the Etihad Stadium on April 19th. Arsenal have 2 weeks now to stew on their surprising Wembley no-show during the campaign's final international break, after which they face Southampton and Sporting in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup and Champions League respectively. City, meanwhile, host Liverpool next in a blockbuster FA Cup showdown, as they celebrate winning the League Cup for the 9th time, a record 5th under the management of Pep Guardiola. Follow Arsenal vs Man City reaction live below.